Okay, Dr. Binance, let's do it. All right. Okay, so, hi kids. I am here with Dr. Binance, after our break, doing jumping jacks. You see? 1, 2. Okay. It's a little bit difficult on this small space, in this small classroom, very tiny classroom. Okay, but I try to do at least 2. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, I did 2. All right, anyway. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Binance. All right. I'm going to feel my heartbeat. It's beating fast. My pulse is beating fast. That means my heart is beating fast too. Okay, all right, kids. So, how are you after this break? Did you drink something? Did you eat something? Okay, good. All right, let's go to page 153, and this is the last part of this class. Okay, yes. Okay, kids. Now, here, page 153. How do our bodies digest food, remove wastes, and send messages? Okay, engage your brain again. Okay, so on this part, find the answer to the following questions in this lesson and record it here. All right, so you know what to do here. Okay, and then the lesson vocabulary, so that you're going to complete after reading this. All right, so, and remember, kids, always use a pencil. Okay, so let's continue. All right, what goes in? What goes in when you swallow food? You're eating and you swallow food. It passes through a long tube in your body. As it travels, the food is broken down in smaller pieces, and all of the useful parts are absorbed by the body. All that is left over is waste. Okay, so this, you see here, okay, this part, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can see the digestive system, right? You can see the stomach here, the intestines, all right? The pancreas, which is here, the liver here on this part, and the gallbladder, which is also here too, okay? So, on here, on page 154, we have organ and jaw. First, we have the esophagus, okay? The esophagus is, it is the main part, it forms the main part of the tube I told you before when we eat food, and this is swallowed and passes our body, to our body. So, esophagus, number 1, esophagus. It's a long tube that begins in your throat, here in your throat. It moves food from the mouth to the stomach, okay, to this part. Number 2, stomach is a muscular bag that mashes food and mixes it, the food with digestive juices. These juices break down some nutrients and kill germs. Then the food, which is now liquid, goes through an opening to the small intestine. Okay, so in this case, the food is treated like, do you know, kids, what a blender is, in the kitchen? When your mother or father, prepares food, and they put, ingredients, fruits or vegetables or other, other ingredients, different types of ingredients. They put it inside a blender, like this. And they push a button and all what it is inside is being mixed, in a blender. So that's what your stomach do. That's what your stomach does, kids. Inside your body, it gets all the food, and with the digestive juices, which it will be like the water you put in the food and mixes everything and converts all this, what we eat, in this liquid that after is absorbed by our body. Okay? Like that, we can absorb all the nutrients, and also, there are some wastes which are rejected, outside of our body. Okay, so number 3, small intestine. Okay, so it is a long coiled tube that digests food and absorbs nutrients your body needs from the digested food. Anything not absorbed is sent to the large intestine. So, the small intestine absorb what you need, what your body needs, to survive and to give you strength to, to continue with your daily life. And what it is not needed, it goes to your large intestine. So you know what it is? It's bing. Yes, it goes like this out of your body. So then let's find out. Large intestine is a large tube that sucks up water and minerals and leaves only the waste. The waste, solid waste passes out of your body. When you go to the bathroom, kids, you know what you do, right? And it is not number 1, it is number 2 what you do. Okay? So, okay, kids. So you see here on this page, look at the kid eating something, and this is the digestive system, okay? That we all humans have. Okay, then we have here this big drawing, which I showed you before, and fill in the blanks, okay, with your pencil. All right, then after this, okay, food for thought. This part here and here, okay, it's page 156. Okay, so on this part, you have 2 boxes of cereal, okay? 2 boxes of cereal. Well, I only have 1 box, okay? But let's imagine there is one and the other one, So, but you have 2 boxes of cereal. And in your hand, how do you know which is the healthier choice? You can read their food labels to help you decide, okay? So it's very important when you go to the supermarket, kids, and you want to buy a product, it's good that you read this part, nutrition facts. And here you can see the amount of calories that a portion has. For example, the serving size. For example, here is 1 1/3 cup, which is 40 grams. In calories, 150 calories. And then the total fat, cholesterol, sodium, total carbohydrate, and all this, the protein, the vitamins, the iron, the thiamine, vitamin B, folic acid, and vitamin B12. Okay, so all this is important, kids, that you read this before you buy a product. And also, when a product expired, because that is very important to know too. Okay, so now at this time, your mother and your father do this, buy the groceries at the supermarket. But it's important and it's good that you learn from now, at your age, all this. Okay, because this will help you when you become adults. Okay. And help you also to have a healthy life, kids. Okay? So then, active reading. As you read these 2 pages, draw a star again next to what you consider to be the most important sentence. and be ready to explain why. Okay, so this packaged food must have a label that gives you information about what is inside the package. This is called nutrition information. Learning how to use nutrition information like this, which I showed you, nutrition facts, this here, what it says, okay? So, learning how to use nutrition information can help you make healthy food choices in order to have a healthy life. Okay, each part of a nutrition label has different information. Okay, for example, you can learn how many servings are in the box. You can also learn how many calories each serving has. Calories are a way to measure how much energy your body has. Your body will get from your food. Carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are used by the body for energy. Because, you know, kids, we need energy to do our daily activities. Okay? For example, calories are our main gasoline, I might say. You know, like a car needs gasoline to function, to work, we also need calories, proteins, carbohydrates, you know, in order to function too and work, in order to do our activity, you know, our daily activities. That is how it works, okay? So that's why it's very important, kids, that you eat healthy. And in the mornings, a proper and healthy breakfast. Okay, and you can have a little breakfast, you know, in the late morning, like an apple, a banana, cookies, you know, but always, you know, try to eat healthy. Then at lunch, you know, a main course, a main meal, like chicken, beef, pasta, fish, you know, a main big meal for lunch. Then in the afternoon, you can have another little breakfast. You can also, you know, eat other portions of fruit, you know, also some cookies, you know, healthy cookies, and juice, cup of milk, all right, natural juices, fruit juices, you know, that which are good. And for dinner, you also have another proper big meal for dinner. You can also eat for dinner chicken, beef, soup, beans, rice, tortillas, which are good for our bodies. So kids, you need to eat healthy. Okay, start from now, because you need this not only for energy, kids. You need all this in order to grow. Because you're still in that process. You're still growing, kids. You need to grow and develop your muscles, your body, everything you need in order to become adults. Okay? So don't forget it, kids. Eat healthy. Okay? And eat those vegetables that sometimes your mother or your father tell you to eat and you don't want them. And I understand you, because it happened to me too. I didn't like some vegetables, but you know, it's good to eat them, kids. Alright? So you better do it. Okay, so let's continue. Now, the food contains bones need calcium for strengthening. Sodium is used by the nerves to send signals, but vitamin A helps with your eyesight. You know, like carrots, carrots, they have lots of vitamin A, which you need for your sight, which is good. So, vitamin A helps with your eyesight. Protein is used to build muscle, Fats are used to make important chemicals, signals, and to store energy too. As you can see, reading food labels can help you make choices that fulfill all of your body's nutrition needs. Okay, so now kids, here on this part, do the math. Okay, and then go to this part, nutrition facts, which is the same you saw on my cereal box. Okay, so then serving size, 3/4 cups, 30 grams. Serving per container, about 14. And you can see the amount per serving, corn crunch with half cup skim milk. Calories, 120, 160. Calories from fat, 15, 20. Daily value percentage, total fat, 2 grams, 3%, 3% saturated fat, 0 gram, 0%, 0% cholesterol, 0. Okay, milligrams, 0%, 1% sodium, 160 milligrams, 7%, 9% potassium, 65 milligrams, 2%, 8% total carbohydrates, 25 grams, 8%, 10 grams. Okay, dietary fiber, 3 grams, sugars, 3 grams, other carbohydrate, 11 grams. Proteins, 2 grams. Okay, and this. Okay, all right. So after this, let's go to page 158. All right, and 159. Must come out. Okay, so digesting food produces one kind of waste. Using the nutrients produces another kind of waste. The excretory system rids the body of this waste and keeps your body water and salt levels in balance. Active reading. As you read this page, underline the different types of waste that are described. Okay. First, your body burns nutrients much like a fire burns wood. You know, when you make fire, you know, on a fireplace, for example, your body doesn't produce ash, but the burned nutrients do make waste products. For example, as protein is broken down, ammonia is made. Ammonia is very toxic. The liver converts ammonia to urea, which is less toxic. But if urea builds up, it makes you sick. It makes you sick to your body. So your body gets rid of it as urine when you pee, which is number 1 when you go to the bathroom. A small amount of urea is also released in sweat. And when you sweat, you're doing exercise, you're playing kids, and you start sweating. Also, you are getting urea out of your body. Okay, like that. So, like a fire, your body uses oxygen and produces a waste gas called carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is released by your lungs when you breathe out. You breathe in oxygen and you breathe out carbon dioxide. And you know, this carbon dioxide is on the air, and you know what happens, kids? The trees, you know, and the plants absorb this carbon dioxide, you know, and then is when the photosynthesis process starts. Okay, do you remember, kids? But that is, I tell you this in another story, okay, in another unit, not on this one. Okay, so after this, look at this images here, kids. Read these 3 concepts here, and then let's go to the urinary system. Okay, so you see here, do you see the kidneys here and the bladder? Okay, so okay, and the urethra too. All right, number 1, the kidneys are organs that remove waste from the blood. They also help to conserve water and to make sure the blood does not have too much or too little salt. Number 2, after the kidneys filter the blood, the waste urine collects in tubers called ureters. Ureters, these take the urine to the bladder. The bladder stores, underline this or highlight kidneys and highlight bladder, stores urine and then releases it from the body. The bladder can stretch like a balloon, like this, like this. It can hold up to a pint of urine at a time. And for example, the bladder is the one, which is this. When you, for example, drink water or drink some juice, and then you're doing your daily activities and whatever, and then you have the sensation of going to the bathroom and pee. But sometimes you can't because maybe you are out of your house. There is not a bathroom near where you are, and you need to hold it. You need to hold this. You need to hold this liquid inside your body, which is the urine. Okay, and what do? You have to hold it. And you know where is all this liquid? This liquid is located in your bladder. So your bladder is the one which holds this urine. And when you go to the bathroom and you get there, you sit and you do your thing. Okay, so the bladder is very important then. Okay, kids, then we go to this part, organize it and sequence. Okay, so after this, let's go to chemical messages. Okay, so what happened to the boy in the picture? Did he put on the wrong clothes? Page 160 and 161. Okay, active reading. As you read these 2 pages, draw 1 line under a cause, draw 2 lines under the effect. Okay, so look at this part. Look at these kids. Okay, and these 2 pages, Alright, the pituitary gland is located underneath the brain. It produces hormones that tell other glands what to do. Okay, the thyroid, the thyroid produces a hormone that lets your body use energy. Thyroid hormone goes up when you need energy. It goes down when you have enough energy. Goes like this, boop, 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 boop. Goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. So then one adrenal gland is located above each kidney. Here in this part, the kidneys. These glands produce a hormone called adrenaline. And kids, when you're very excited, and you are doing something that you really like or love a lot, your adrenaline goes up and you feel like, wow, you feel like so powerful. Wow, you can do a lot of things. So that is your adrenaline, which is really up. Okay, and this is produced by hormones that we have inside our bodies. Okay, so continuing with this, messages are traveling through your body all the time. Some messages, such as those in your nervous system, are lightning fast. Others take longer. The messages that caused the boy to grow took months, even though he seemed to grow out of his clothes overnight. Chemicals called hormones, like I said to you before, carry messages that cause growth and other slow changes in the body. Hormones travel from one part of the body to another and pass along messages that result in different changes. Groups of cells called glands produce hormones. Glands and hormones make up the endocrine system. Okay, so then on the other page, kids. Okay, look at this girl. Now she gets scared because she's seen a spider. Look at this. Wow. Okay, let's find out why she does this reaction. Okay, the response you have when you are afraid happens fast, like this. It is caused by adrenaline, like I told you before. Your heart beats faster and you break into a sweat, like this. Also, when you are nervous, for example, when you haven't done your homework and I asking you, okay, kids, where is your homework? And you, oh, teacher, I didn't do it today. Okay, and you start sweating. That is the adrenaline, you have inside. But when your parents ask you for your grades, for your boleta, okay, and they want to know how much did you score, for example, in math or in science, and you're like, you're nervous, and you start sweating and feeling like shaking, it's because your adrenaline. Okay, so then, this response prepares you to defend yourself or run away. Okay, so now, your pancreas, produces a hormone that controls the sugar in your blood. When the amount of sugar is high, the pancreas releases the hormone insulin. As blood sugar goes down, the pancreas stops releasing insulin. The pituitary is called the master gland because it tells the other glands what to do. For example, it tells the thyroid and adrenal glands when to release hormones. The pituitary also releases growth hormone. Growth hormone causes changes in the body that leads to maturity. Growth hormone may cause rapid growth spurts that lead to growing pains. That is when you kids start changing. You start, with this body change process. You change it from being kids to teenagers. This is also called the teenager process, This is also known as a very difficult age. When you become, when you change from being kids to teenagers, it's a process too. Alright, and it's not only physical, it's also emotional too. There are many different changes. For example, boys, your voice start changing. Okay, you start talking in a different voice tone, deep voice, like voice like this. And girls, they start, changing her body, a little bit different. It's not flat, like, like before, it's going curvy. Okay, so then, what happens next? Okay, feeling the effect that matches each cause. Okay, kids, you see here? Cause and effect. Alright. Then, after this, wow, we did it again. Zoom it up. Good, kids. Look at this. We did it. So we came to this part, what to do, fill in the blanks. Then we go to brain check. And wow, this is another wordplay. Oh, I love this a lot. And I know you do too. Okay, find the words. Okay, and fill the blanks here too. Then, after this, kids, go to apply concepts on page 164. And also here, there is a Meet the Grace of Biology. These two men in the past, and they're from the past. These two, Henry Gray and Asa Gray. Okay, read these two stories about these very intelligent and smart men from the past. And then after that, okay, be a scientific illustrator. Try your hand at scientific illustration. See how well you can produce an anatomical drawing of the bones of the human hand. They tried making a botanical illustration of the raspberry branch. Okay, so draw this on this one here. Bones of the human hand. Try to draw here, and raspberry branch. All right, branch. So, and then after this, kids, we go to page 169, which Unit 3 review starts. Okay, so you know what to do. Vocabulary review. Do this. Then go to page 170, science concepts. Then 100 page. Go to page 172, apply inquiry and review the big idea. This part here. Okay? And guess what? finished, kids. Wow, we did it. Okay, we did it again. We finished this chapter, this class, and all this period with science. Okay, so kids, again, thank you very much for watching me on these videos, and see you next time, okay, for next class, science class or grammar reading class. And as I always said to you, protect yourselves against all this, situation we are living now. Study kids, read, all this, watch the videos, do your homework, enjoy yourselves too this time with your family, and okay, be good kids, all right? And protect yourself when you go out. If you need to go out, but if you don't need to go out, don't do it, okay? Because it's not necessary, all right, kids? Okay, love you very much. Take care of yourself. Miss you, kids. Mwah. And I was so happy to see you on the meeting class, on the online meeting class the other day. I was so happy, and I hope to see you soon again. I will program another online class next week, or maybe the other week, because next week you have Spanish classes, kids. Okay, so I let you know what to do, and I also will create a homework. But now this time I won't give you homework. You only send me what you do on the sections of the pages, on the pages of this book, like sum it up, apply concepts, brain check, and all the rest. Okay? So, which is what we always do normally in class, okay? During class. All right, kids. See you. Have a good week, great weekend, and see you soon, okay? Bye.